Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings action as we have a glorious 2v2 here as evil once again attacks the world of Middle-earth. We have Isengard and Dol Guldur here joining forces. They decided that they don't need Mordor to conquer the world, they just need each other. And they're going to try and take on Dale and Rohan here. And we do have a very interesting setup here. Dale making almost a box formation, or they were earlier, but they seem like they're just about to come out of it now. Dalian spear guards and swords here. We're forming a box along with Lake Town guards. And I'm kind of glad to see that they're coming out of this formation, because box formation is a little bit defeatist. And also it can kind of lead to a few problems with your, like, for instance, your troops getting shot in the back. For instance, the ones that are facing the wrong way, they get shot in the back. Yeah, we've got Rohan over here with Guard of the Golden Hall as well. Plenty of them being brought along with sword thanes, and we've also got some men at arms as well, some early men at arms. But yeah, they need to sort out their formation. I don't know what's going on here, but this is a wacky formation, that is for sure. But yes, Rohan has brought plenty of cavalry, including, of course, their king Theoden. There he is, looking magnificent as always, with his great war beast ready to go into battle. But yes, as you can see here, plenty of cav out here, including some horse archers. And Dale's also brought his fair share of cavalry. We've got a Dale cavalry regiment, some mercenary escort, some more mercenary escort in the back lines, along with his general over there as well, the Ravanian region. But yes, so this is certainly going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. I'm looking forward to this one. We've got Mortal Bow Rabble here being brought by Isengard. I actually don't often see Bow Rabble being brought that often, but this will be fun to see. Lurtz as well here leading the Isengard army, and we've got, of course, got the Grenadiers, which these guys are nasty. These guys are army killers. They really, really are. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing Lord of the Rings action and want to see more Dawnless Days content, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 8k subs. Thank you guys, by the way, for all the support recently. It's amazing, and I just can't thank you guys enough for your continued support. You guys, you really are the best. You really are. But yes, let's get straight on into this one. And honestly, we could be waiting a little while. Looks like Isengard is pushing forward, but it's a bit of cat and mouse out on this flank over here, as you can see, as it looks like Dol Guldur, I'm trying to say, I can't even say Dol Guldur, it seems today, are trying to catch Rohan, and they're actually going to do it. I'm surprised Rohan allowed this cavalry to be caught. This is horse archers. These aren't good cav. They've been caught by Sons of the Eye here. And this is a big, big loss. I mean, they should have their horse archers on skirmish mode to avoid this problem. You can see Knights of the Mark being drawn in, and Sons of the Eye as well. These are silver chevron, triple silver chevron Sons of the Eye. And they're melee cavs, so the longer they're in combat, the better they'll do. And the worse the more shock-based Rohan cav will do, or the horse archers, they'll do terribly in this fight. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that they're not losing more, but there you go. Also, we're going to see Dale come in here. Merchant escorts joining the fight. They are a melee cav. That could really help, to be honest. We're actually going to see Dol Guldur pull out of that fight. I'm surprised. They just pinned down a load of really good Rohan cav. They should stay in combat. They should be okay. I mean, get some infantry support up there, like some pikes. That could really help. Like, send in some of these Guldur pikes here. These will really help, and they'll scare off as much cav as possible. And yeah, there they go. They're getting moved up. I don't know why he's using fire arrows. Really not going to do anything. Mordor Rabble might as well just use normal arrows. They're that bad at the Mordor Rabble. They really are. They have like 0 accuracy. It's not worth firing fire arrows. But you can see cavalry starting to try and retreat. Area of the Gap are actually like wavering because of this. As are the merchant escorts, and look at that, Area of the Gap breaking. I mean, I guess the fire arrows are helping to make them waver, which is something, but yeah, really not that worth it. Look at that, all these merchant escorts broken, and I think that's because of fire projectiles. But also, I mean, some say I do have a war cry available to them. They can use that to scare off cavalry. Big win there though early on, and you can see that merchant escort has been reduced to like nothing already. Really, really good. And all that to try and save a horse archer. So yeah, first blood really to the forces of evil. I am excited to see how they turn this one around. I mean, the threat is still, I feel like, with Rohan. They have so much shock cav. And some good shock cav down here as well. We've got Knights of the Mark. Yeah, lots of Knights of the Mark. Have we got Knights of the House of Earl? No, Heir of these fold. I mean, we've got obviously Knights of the House of Earl with Theoden. But yeah, it's going to be a really dangerous force to face is Rohan here with all this cavalry. And that's their strength. It's like, obviously, if you've seen the movies, you know, Rohan, you know, they're good at cap charges. They do it at Helm's Deep. They do it at Minas Tirith. Yeah, these guys love a cav charge. So I'm excited to see how they do. And, like, Dol Guldur, to be honest, has paper thin, like, morale. Isengard's a little bit better off, but, I mean, with alerts as a general, I feel a little bit worried, to be honest. He's very vulnerable to a cav charge as well. So, yeah, definitely could die. And then once their general dies, as Isengard, like, Isengard's morale also is not that great. So, yeah, both need to be really careful in this one. Really, really careful. Luckily for, like, Dol Guldur, their general is a solid Nazgul unit, so that should hopefully help. But, we'll see. That the problem is they have no range, really. I mean, Dale's brought a bit of range. They brought literally a couple of units of range. I mean, they brought their elite bardings, which are something. They are good hybrid units, and by far and away one of the best looking units in this game, in my opinion. I really love, like, their chest plate. Like, look at that. Look at that detail. One of the earliest units, one of the earliest factions to be added to the mod, and it really does look good. It still holds up really well. I really do like Dale. I hope they never change it. In my opinion, one of the best looking factions. And like their armor over here for like their base infantry, really, really nice. Oh, Dale, underrated in my opinion. Underrated, really are. The only thing that they could do with making better again, merchant escorts. I loved it when merchant escorts were OP. It was a really weird time for the mod, and I really like it. I do like playing mods like this and watching the evolution of them and going through like stages, like when a mercenary, like a merchant escort unit was like, could just dominate the battlefield. They were so overpowered, and unfortunately got nerfed into the ground, but it was a great time to be alive, to be sure. But yes, it seems like we're going to have Guldur pikes just setting up out here. I guess maybe just to prevent any cav charges. But I mean, I'd take this opportunity as the Dale to push my bardings forward, get them like out in front here, and just start shooting into the pikes here. Dale has also brought his own pikes, which is good to see. They're able to counter the Isengard and Dol Guldur pikes, but the Violent Watchmen really aren't that great. They are a medium pike unit. They probably would lose to Guldur pikes, to be honest. Both not that great pikes. Yeah, they're pretty poor. And I mean, to be honest, Dale's actually brought a lot of pikes and pole arms. So I guess he's ready for any sort of pike fight with these two pike-heavy factions, to be honest. Does also look like now there's Evil that's almost boxing up with all the pikes around the edges. I guess they're the ones worried about all this cav in their backlines. They are playing with only one faction with cav, so they are quite vulnerable to being overwhelmed by cavalry. They only have 3 units and they can't be everywhere. I guess where they have to be is just protecting the rear. And I'd just be aggressive, head on, just be aggressive. Dale and Rohan's infantry is okay, but I certainly think that Isengard is better. I mean, Rohan somehow managed to bring a lot of really good infantry. They brought a pretty solid army, that is for sure. I mean, they brought their Guard of the Golden Hall, and they've also brought pretty good cav, so, and a decent amount of it as well. So yeah, they've done well. And here we go, Barding's now firing.
I hope it hurts, you bastard!
Firing off some volleys.
On your command!
Hit them hard, hit those pikemen. Which is, imagine how much they're firing at. Yeah, already killed one poor orc. No more though at the moment, not a single one being killed. And look at this, I mean, this is really good micro by Rohan. I mean, you could almost separate these units a little bit more, in my opinion. Just separate them even more to try and, if you can do it with your micro, because then that makes it harder for the opponents, obviously, for their micro. And you don't really want cavalry all going in all at once like this in one big blob. In this scenario, you want kind of them all separated so you can try and find gaps in the line and try and get through. Like, I mean, once these 3 units are engaged, it'll all open up for the cavalry, hopefully. But here we go. The ranks of Isengard troops are moving forward. We've got oh no, these are Dol Guldur. Sorry, we've got Guldur blades pushing forward. Isengard over on this side, of course, with the grenadiers. How could I forget? Yeah, these Guldur blades. I'm not expecting much from them. They are not that great at the infantry. They really rely on numbers to Dol Guldur. I'm really glad to see that. From what I've heard, Dol Guldur is going to get a bit of a revamp, a little bit of work done to it. So hopefully they make it a little bit stronger in some areas. Maybe even like, if they're not going to improve Guldur blade units, maybe just make them larger. Make them like 200, 300 plus. Because I do that. Or maybe they hopefully will make them better. Or maybe just give them some more top tier infantry. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, as you, oh god, this is not looking good. I mean, basically, if we have a look at the like the strategic map, as you can see here, they're surrounded by the forces of evil. They're still in a strong position because they could just quietly punch through this infantry line. But they are surrounded by cavalry here. It is not looking good. So yeah, that is a problem. That is for sure. But, I mean, the pikes, I guess, are trying to catch them out. They might here, you know. They look like they might. Oh, they really tried. They tried the hardest. Poor little guys with their long sticks. They're just like, quick, catch them. But yeah, these golden pikes are in the front, just getting focused down. It's a sad sight to see. Barling's over here, just harassing. I mean, I'll be shooting these berserkers, or I'll be shooting the White Hand Grenadiers, and more importantly, they're a really good unit to try and take out. But here we go, cavalry trying to get in there, and we are going to see a clash. All of the 7th of the Eye going into one fight. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Only one needed to go into that fight. I mean, now we do have a second one splitting off to try and engage these Eredith Eastfold here. But there is leaving gaps, obviously, for more Rohirrim Cav to get in. And look, you can see over here, Dale shot cavalry. And it's actually pulling, that's actually going after the Nazgul over here. So he did actually manage to save it there. But this one here, this is a merchant escort here going in. This is not a Rohirrim. Merchant escorts here now free to get in there. And you can see that the archers and raiders of the evil forces are rushing forward. They're like, we do not want to be caught out in this fight. Neither do the Grenadiers. But yeah, in goes the cavalry. It's not going to be a great charge, I doubt. It is only melee cav, but there you go. The charge is in. We also have an engagement on the front lines, I believe. We now have some swords going in. Yep, swords in over here going in. Isengard, Uruk going in against Rohan. Rohan and Isengard once again crossing blades. And these Gargoyle Hall, what are they doing? Are they just pulling through? Yeah, they just pulled through. Like, what the hell? Like, come on, Rohan. This is shame on you for like doing this. This is poor. You never pull through units. Never a fair thing to do. And I mean, to be fair, you actually did not lose much from it. Grenades going off. We have grenades going off. Need to be careful because though it does do great work against against morale and stuff like that, it is still going to do damage to your own troops as well. And more grenades going off over here as well. Got lots of pikes being hit and Vineland Guard here. We've got Berserkers going in, clashing with the Vineland Guard. It is all going off in the back lines here. We have a general dead already. Who has died? Theoden has died? Okay, so Rohan is now without a general. Theoden must have pulled out a fight. I don't know what happened here, but really Rohan does not use his cavalry effectively. There is so many gaps that he can get in here. We are seeing Dale use his Ravanian regions pretty well. He's managing to get in and kill these Mordor bow rabble off. But yeah, the early men-at-arms over here, they're pulling, I don't know if they pulled through, but they are running after these archers. Really aren't worth chasing after. Mordor bow rabble, you might as well just ignore. But yeah, Ravanian regions here going in, and I guess they just need to look for hammer and anvils. Just look for hammer and anvils and you can get some great kills here. More grenades going off though. And this is turning into a messy fight really quickly. I don't even know where the grenadiers are. I can just see, oh, they're literally there. They are breaking stuff. If you look at that, they're breaking cav, infantry, they all broke here. That's with a mix of general dying and grenades going off. That is incredible. And cavalry here actually just charging straight on into pikes. That's never a good idea either. This is not healthy for your cavalry. You will get speared and kebabbed. Yeah, Rohan player really, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I guess he's trying to, he thinks he's rear charging them, but not. The pikes are still looking the other way. The infantry is killing the pikes off, yes. But the cav is being killed off quicker now. But yeah, these Servants of the Eye are just killing all the nobility of Rohan here. Like the Knights of the Mark just being murdered. And pulling out of combat is a lot worse, especially when you lose your general. Like, they've just been shifting from over here, have Rohan, to here, and then now over here. Like, that's where the Servants of the Eye just keep shifting down, engaging stuff. Again, over here, Rohan needs to make sure he has his cavalry on skirmish mode, because he will not be caught then. With the Golden Blades, an infantry unit called Horse Archers. This should not happen. But it is looking a little messy. Violent Guard here, engaged. Goldo Blades. Lake Town Guards engaging with the pikes of Dol Guldur. Who will win this fight then? I imagine Dol Guldur with the range would win. Yeah, winning decisively. Look, the Lake Town Guard just can't get close enough. They're just getting spiked by these poor, by the orcs. It's brutal. That really is. It looks like the Ravanian regions are racking up kills though. They are actually on the edge of the map. They seem like they're getting a lot of kills and frustrating the enemy. But it is looking like a losing fight here for Dale and for Rohan. I mean, Rohan losing his general so early on, a massive, massive problem. And then, I mean, certainly doing a bit of pulling through and blobbing up his cav. Big no-nos. And Sword Thane's down here getting surrounded. And they will break soon, I imagine. One more charge, I imagine, from cavalry or infantry would probably do the job. Over here, the Bardings are helping to beat White Hand Stormers. That's pretty impressive, actually. These Bardings, they don't mess around. And they look great while they do it. The Servants of the Eye over here are cutting through the troops of Dale down here. The enemy are losing their advantage. I mean, they did have the numbers, did Dol Guldur and Isengard, and they are proving worthwhile. As the infantry starts to break, we've got lots of breaking here going on by Rohan, which is bad to see. Dale is also starting to waver a little bit, but his elites like his Bardings and his Violent Guard still holding on. Dalian Spear Guards, they might break soon enough though. Still wavering. But Dol Guldur is doing okay, and look at this. The Guldur Blades and Mirkwood Rangers help to break Ravanian regions. I've never seen that before, but that is incredible. Now can they get into the backlines, these pole arms and these spears? Quite possibly. They are holding for now. They could probably do with a cav charge or something into the back of these troops. I mean, they may also just break with army losses. And there you go. They are the last units over here, these pikes and spears. And they will break. And there you go. That will be a victory for Dol Guldur and Isengard. A close victory. I certainly don't think it really was. I think it was pretty decisive. As soon as that Rohirrim general died, they were in a bit of trouble, to be honest. But yeah, this one was sent in by Ellen Anish, who was playing as Dol Guldur. Actually did a really good job showing that Dol Guldur can be pretty effective. I mean, it certainly was helped with some pretty poor moves, I feel like, by the enemy forces. But yeah, got some good kills with his pikes, 165 kills. His 7CI, 192, 105 with the champions of Dol Guldur before they died. It's pretty low, actually, but still pretty solid. Nazgul getting 135 kills, and his infantry not doing too bad, getting like 80 kills. Then we have Deval playing as Isengard, 139 kills as Uruk infantry. Wyand Stormers getting 146 kills. His Berserkers 122, Pikes 75, and then his Grenadiers getting 143 kills. Then with Nazgi playing as Dale, 229 kills with his Ravanian regions, really solid kills there. Then we have 119 kills with the Violent Guards. I mean, another one getting 101, 138 with the Dalian Spear Guards, 244 with the Lake Town Guards. Very, very good. And they, like, were the ones that didn't break, were refusing to break until the end. Bows, like his Bardings, getting 125, 126. And then his Cav, 132 kills. Then we have Harrington playing as Rohan. One of his spears got 218 kills, which is really good, to be fair. 101 with the Sword Thane. 113 with Guard with Golden Hall. But yeah, his Cav really disappointing, unfortunately. I feel like he just blobbed it up and it just got killed a little bit too easily. Like, if you, in the future, I'd probably recommend just, like, splitting your Cav up a lot and just engaging one Cav unit with one Cav unit. Even if it's a worse Cav unit, it'll hold for a bit and it'll allow your other Cavs playing as Rohan to just run riot in the enemy lines. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days battle. I hope you did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next Lord of the Rings battle. Until then, bye for now.